So today we're going to be removing the intake manifold off of the truck here in order to Space, what are you doing? We're going to fix a coolant leak that we have here because one of the screws on the intake manifold ended up breaking the head of the screw, and so right down here where the thermostat is, there's at the bottom of the intake manifold here, you guys can see this screw right here. The head broke off, and I've been trying to get the screw out with the screw extractor and other stuff like that, but I'm not having any luck. So we're gonna take the intake manifold off of this truck and we're gonna try to install it on the other one that's leaking. So you can see here it's starting to leak pretty bad. Yep, that's all coolant. So we're gonna try to take the intake manifold off of this truck and see if we can learn a thing or two, and then get it installed on the other truck. Take the other intake manifold off and get that leak fixed. Just because of this one screw right here, that one little screw, the head broke off and it's not creating a tight seal, so it's just leaking around here and dripping. Now we're gonna remove the radiator hose and just take this screwdriver with the little socket there. That'll work easy. Otherwise, like got a flat head for a screwdriver, and we're gonna pull this hose off. Oh shoot, I guess it's not empty. Well, it's gonna empty out, that's for sure. Well, we're gonna remember safety first. So you see the spider webs there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's a black widow right in there. So we're gonna kill that sucker first before we keep messing around with anything in here. Ugh. Man, look at all that juice that came out in there. Yuck. Alright, so we're starting to remove some of the stuff here. There's this, whatever the heck you call that. And so remove this bolt from right there. We got another one right over here. We're just starting to remove stuff so we can get it out. So that screw came out from right here, the throttle cable. Looks like we got another one down under the EGR down there. And we're gonna keep removing that little shortest one. Came out from the EGR right there. And next one, this big old long one. It's the biggest, longest one. Came out from right there. We got 2 more there. Now, this one right here, a little bit shorter. Came out from the top hole right there. And we got a nut right there, not a bolt. And this little shorty from the back over there. And the throttle cable is free. We'll remove these. Just gonna pinch it and should come free. So that square green plug right here was a pain to get off. So what I did was I had to get my knife and get it right in there and kind of pry it out on each side really carefully and pry it out, because those clips there need to be opened in that direction there. So that one was a pain to get off. So we're taking off a few more screws, bolts here from this is the vacuum line rail, and it's attached right here to the intake manifold. Got a bolt there. Have one already removed right here. And we'll have another one right here. And this whole vacuum line rail should pop right off. That's that one. Looks like a medium size bolt. We have a 10 millimeter. The lock nut washer and a regular washer. It's a little shorty. Here's the next bolt coming out from right here. Looks like another medium size. Yep, a medium size one. Next one's right here, another 12 millimeter. Looks like another medium size one. Yep. So as you can see, there's 8 bolts / nuts, and we're trying to get number 8 right here right now. There's a wrench down in there, and you kind of just got to feel in there and try to take it out. So it looks like it was a little nut with a little lock nut washer on it. That's number 8. This next one down in here, right down in there, got to be taken out with the wrench. So kind of hard to see, but there it is right there. So there it is there. I can't pull it out because the fuel rail is right in the way there. So we're just gonna, it's all the way out, but we're gonna just leave it hanging there. And we should be able to get it out later. The next one is right next to it. I don't know if we can see it. There it is there. See, I pulled it out already. But again, the fuel rail is in the way, so we're gonna just move to the next one. Should be one of those right back in there somewhere. So let's take the last one out. So I had to remove this little bolt here. to loosen up the fuel rail so we can try to get to this bolt right in here. And that was this small 10mm that goes right in there. And that one there looks like another medium-sized 12mm. Yep, same size. Oh, there it is. It's loose, so we're gonna just wiggle it and pop it right out. Yeah, it's out. So I'm gonna use 2 hands and grab it out. This one right here for the carburetor. So we're gonna unplug that. And I think I've got a hose. This hose gotta be disconnected. And there's a bunch of coolant. So be careful of that. Make sure you got your bucket underneath ready. Catch all the coolant, because I made kind of a mess. Disconnect the fuel line there. Definitely smelled like fuel. We got this one. We gotta disconnect right here. Pull the vacuum lines off. And then we have that hose for the coolant. So we gotta just disconnect the coolant hose, and that's it. This thing will be up and out of this engine. Well, it's out. There it is there. Not too bad. More time consuming than anything, but got the sucker out. Now we gotta come clean off all the old gasket here, scrape everything down. Then we'll do the same over here. The gasket, you can see it got stuck on there. Clean. It's pretty clean behind it though, so we'll just pull the gasket and clean it off. Looks like we gotta take this off, whatever that is, before it'll, I think it's another coolant line or something. We gotta take off a couple bolts here, and I'm not sure on the bottom what we gotta take off so that we can get a new gasket in there, because we're gonna need a new gasket, that's for sure. Clean up all this dirt everywhere and scrape that off, and we'll be good to put it back on. So there's the first one. Looks like a small one. I got the second one right there I gotta take out. That one just came out of there. Looks like a small 10mm. About the same as those. That one has a lock nut and a washer. Looks like just a double washer. So this right here actually is a coolant line for the heater, and so I removed all the screws from here and from over here. There's 4 of them. Then I had to take I got this small little hammer, and I just started whacking it on each side until it broke loose. As you can see, it's really tight on there. And with a little whack in, it came right off, and you can see why. It's all freaking corroded. Oh boy. But that's what happens with a 30-year-old truck. So I got it off of there, and we're good to put the new gasket on.